And so they carry that idea of into Italian. And they may say belle.
So wait. So are you saying that my American English sounds like vocal fry when I get to Italian?
Are you saying my Italian sounds like California vocal fry? It's terrifying.
Italian for Travelers, Episode 1, the pronunciation episode. In today's episode, we learn the alphabet, and Elisa gives us a basic pronunciation guide for Italian. We also get familiar with the Italian place names of famous cities and landmarks. Lastly, we meet our Season 2 traveler Kristi as she begins her Italian adventure on a city tour in Rome. Andiamo!
Ciao! Benvenuti a Italian for Travelers, the second season of the Postcards from Italy podcast. I'm Elisa, a native Italian speaker and teacher. Although I was born in Emilia-Romagna, I've spent the last 18 years living in the US and teaching Italian to mostly American students. Along the way, I've learned a lot about what first-time travelers and new Italian language learners really want to know. In short, they want to live la Dolce Vita glamour, but without the grammar. This season, let's stamp your passport with some Italian vocabulary, cultural tips, dialogues, and practice lessons with my real-life student and friend, Erin. But we only share a fraction of what we talk about on our streaming episodes. For access to the full audio of each episode, as well as dialogue transcripts, separate glossaries in English and Italian, practice lessons, and more, purchase the full bonus materials package on our website. With our podcast and bonus materials, I can help you transform from just another tourist into a curious traveler. Okay, here we go. Remember, don't worry if you cannot understand much during your first listen. Just relax, sit back, and enjoy la dolce lingua. Ok, cominciamo. Let's begin. Cari amici, benvenuti. Welcome to Season 2 of Postcards from Italy. Ciao Erin, come stai? How are you?
Elisa, ciao. Sto bene, grazie. But I'm about to get so much better because, you guys, this season is all about Italian for travelers. It's like the best of everything. Survival Italian, plus travel tips, plus mini conversations, plus practice lessons. We're calling it La Dolce Vita Glamour without all the grammar.
Well, there's a little bit of grammar. But as an Italian, I can tell you that we will forgive any grammar mistakes you make, even pronunciation. But trust me, you don't want to mess up with the food rules.
Elisa is only half joking.
I know, but I do promise you this. We will help you increase your confidence as a traveler to Italy.
And I have a trip planned for this year, so I need all the help I can get.
Then today's episode is the perfect place to start. Episode 1, l'alfabeto e la pronuncia.
The alphabet and pronunciation. Elisa promises me that I will skip a lot of the basic mistakes that most travelers make. Like, what's the word we always talk about? You know, the one that means a yummy toasted bread with tomatoes and garlic on top. Bruschetta?
No, it's bruschetta. Italians will cringe if you say it the other way. But today, I'll break down the pronunciation guide for you.
Yeah, we've got you. Okay, Elisa, where do we start?
We have so much to cover today, but let's begin with one of my favorite parts of teaching Italian, an idiom. Idioms are the colorful expressions that give so much life to my native Italian language. And then we'll talk about what we have planned for you in Season 2. Okay. A chi parla poco basta la metà del cervello.
He who doesn't speak much only needs half his brain. Well, I think I might be needing a brain and a half. I talk so much that Elisa thinks that I am actually part Italian, which is not true. Just the lateness and the talking. But I love that idiom, Elisa, and I'm thrilled that you're going to be giving us a new expression every episode so that we can really dig into the Italian culture through its idioms. And also, listeners, you can find dozens more of these idioms and expressions on our Instagram. So check us out at Postcards from Italy podcast.
Esatto. So in today's episode, we're covering a couple of dialogues to make you feel like you're already in Italy, the alphabet and pronunciation. Erin, you'll be happy to know that I've also added a lessico in pratica, a vocabulary practice, to our bonus materials to test your pronunciation.
I need that.
We all do. We'll also tell you how to properly say in Italian the names of some famous Italian cities and sites.
We definitely need that because when we start seeing it on signs, we're looking for what we know as the English version, and we see something quite different. So getting familiar with that is really important.
Yes, and how to impress an Italian and pronounce cities and sites properly.
Yes.
So let's jump in.
Okay. Episode 1, Dialogue 1. Imagine your perfect day in Italy.
In today's episode, we have a longer dialogue than most of our season's episodes and units to get you in that dreamy Italian vacation space.
In our dialogues this season, Elisa and I will act out the roles of our Season 2 traveler, Kristi, and a variety of local Italians that she meets along her trip. For this first dialogue, we'd love for you to put yourself in Kristi's shoes and imagine a perfect day in Italy.
And don't worry if you can't understand everything in the dialogues. We're throwing you into the beauty and chaos of Italy first, and then going deeper into vocabulary, culture, and practice questions afterwards. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy la dolce lingua, the sweet language of Italy.
So we begin on a crowded street. After sightseeing around Rome or Florence, you find yourself in a tiny Italian village at sunset, taking a leisurely passeggiata around the piazza, a pleasant stroll around the main square, stopping every now and then to greet someone or pause at a shop window to admire the handmade shoes and bags. A few minutes later, you see Giulia, your tour guide.
Benvenuta Kristi, piacere di conoscerti. Sono Giulia. Sei pronta per il nostro aperitivo tour?
Ciao, Giulia. I'm sorry, I just landed and I don't really know a lot of Italian.
Non ti preoccupare, Kristi. Don't worry. I meet a lot of travelers who have either learned a little bit of Italian or none at all. My favorite thing is to help tourists become conscious travelers in my beautiful country. You'd be surprised at the doors a little knowledge of the Italian language and culture will open.
Really? Even for someone like me who can barely say grazie?
Sì, let's start there. Cominciamo proprio da questo. We say thank you as grazie. The final E needs to be emphasized. And if you really like something and want to express 1,000 thanks, you say grazie mille.
Grazie. Grazie mille?
Esatto. Grazie mille, sì. Now, before we begin our tour, and I promise we will find lots of aperitivi, let's join my favorite part of Italian life, la passeggiata. La passeggiata qui in Italia è un rito per la salute, per l'interazione sociale, per creare un senso di comunità.
Sociale? Comunità? Social community? So it's like a social community walk before dinner?
Più o meno. Passeggiata is most common after meals, but also before them. It's kind of like a walking festival of townspeople. Everyone is out, shops are open, and friends catch up. And ciao Melissa!
Ciao Giulia!
Melissa's family owns this negozio di scarpe, the shoe store. The proprietaria invites you in for a peek, and while you're looking around, she asks you where you're from, where you're having dinner, what your shoe size is. Before long, you're laughing like friends, and she says goodbye with un bacetto, an air kiss on both cheeks, first to the right and then to the left. Ciao, ciao! I love how you threw yourself into La Dolce Vita, Kristi. You were able to greet the store owner like a seasoned Italian student. Bravissima.
La Dolce Vita. I've heard that for years. What does that mean?
The sweet life. And we say the C in dolce like a ch sound. And the T is prominent also. As we walk to our first aperitivo, let me ask you, perhaps I can help you with some basic Italian. What would you like to know?
I'd love to say hello, please, and how are you? But I'm afraid my pronunciation is not good.
Fantastico! That's the perfect place to begin. Hello is ciao. Please is per favore. And you're welcome is prego. Easy enough, right?
Ciao, per favore, prego. And I've heard the word buongiorno in place of hello, too. What is that?
Well, buongiorno technically means good morning, but it can be a nice substitute for hello during the day, too. It's just a little bit more formal.
Buongiorno. This is so helpful. Grazie. I wonder, could you also help me with the pronunciation of a few cities and places? I know them in English, but I can't figure out how to say them in Italian.
Certo, of course. Which places?
Rome is Roma, I believe, but how do you say Florence or Venice in Italian? And I'm also curious about that region, Puglia?
This is a very good question, Kristi. You're a good traveler to Italy. Not many people stop to wonder about how to say these names. Okay, you know Roma. The others are Firenze and Venezia. Puglia is often mispronounced, but such a beautiful region in the boot of Italy. Puglia. Other areas that I hear tourists saying correctly are Le Cinque Terre and La Sicilia.
La Sicilia?
Yeah, English speakers call it Sicily.
Oh, okay. So it's Roma, Firenze, Venezia, Puglia, Le Cinque Terre, and La Sicilia?
Eccellente! And here we are, our first stop. We'll continue our geography lesson as we walk into the next one.
Wonderful. After one aperitivo, I'll either be speaking better Italian or worse.
We won't know until we try. Andiamo, let's go. Wow, it feels so good to be back in Italy, even virtually for season 2. And I'm thrilled to share Kristi's adventures and lots more Italian vocabulary.
Me too, anch'io. And if you've listened to season 1 of Postcards from Italy, you'll notice that you will primarily hear my voice and Elisa's in this season. For even more native Italian voices, listen to our dialogues in season 1, and also stay tuned for season 3, in which we return to Italy with Julie and Danny Baxter and meet a new cast of characters.
But now, let's get into our first cultural notes about La Dolce Vita. What is the essence of La Dolce Vita? For many people visiting Italy for the first time, and for those dreaming of Il Bel Paese,
the beautiful country,
from afar, the concept entails celebrating life's pleasures by adopting a laid-back and indulgent approach to everyday life. For most Italians, La Dolce Vita is simply a movie by Federico Fellini, and things like living in the present moment, prioritizing family and friends, or enjoying the pleasures and beauty of our surroundings are not so much a manifesto, but rather the way we inherently learn to live.
This is why we love Italy so much. In Italy, social life often revolves mainly around the family unit or around a small circle of close friends, and then, at large, around the lively hustle and bustle of the piazza, or main square, where everyone seems to meet at all times of day and night for a leisurely
passeggiata,
stroll, and a good old-fashioned bit of people-watching.
Social life is a key concept for La Dolce Vita, and in my personal opinion, one of the main reasons for a deep appreciation of life and the gusto with which we seem to enjoy every little moment.
This is why here at PFI, we never get tired of encouraging our listeners to actively make connections with others, especially in Italy, where friendship is valued as one of the most important things in life and is cultivated with a dedication that is sure to surprise travelers from all over the world. And in that vein, where should we start?
I think we should start with the alphabet.
Perfetto, let's do it. Okay.
Yes, right now we're just going to run you through the letters of the alphabet, give you some names of cities that use that letter, and then some common Italian words where you find that letter again.
Okay.
Okay, so Erin, repeat after me. A.
A.
This is like in Ancona.
Ancona.
Or amore.
Amore.
B.
B.
Like in Bologna.
Bologna.
Or bambino.
Bambino. Easy so far.
Yeah. C.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Ci.
Like in Como.
Como.
Or ciao.
Ciao. Wait a second. That sounds very different.
I know.
So we're going to get into...
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
So we'll hear about the pronunciation guide later, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Next. D.
D.
Like Domodossola.
Oh my goodness. Domodossola.
Brava. Or Dante.
Dante.
E.
E.
Like Empoli.
Empoli.
Or Euro.
Euro.
Bravissima. F.
F.
like Firenze
Firenze.
or focaccia.
Focaccia.
We love those. G,
G.
like Genova
Genova.
or gelato.
Gelato. I knew I loved that letter.
Yes. H,
Acca. This looks like an H. It's pronounced acca.
yes, why not? Like hotel
Hotel.
or hamburger.
Hamburger. Okay, wait a second. Here's what I'm noticing about acca. That we don't pronounce it?
No,
Oh gosh.
but
Okay.
we'll find uses for it.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll teach you in the pronunciation guide. E,
E. So E is actually I
In
and
Italian.
E is actually E. Okay. You have to look at our bonus materials.
yes. So E is like Imola
Imola.
or Italia.
Italia.
L,
L.
like Livorno
Livorno.
or Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Oh, I like
Why
that
not?
one too.
Yes. M,
M.
like Milano
Milano.
or Martini.
Martini.
Perfetto. N,
N.
like Napoli
Napoli.
or no.
No.
Bravissima, Erin. O,
O.
like Otranto.
Otranto.
Or ospedale.
Ospedale.
Yes, brava. P,
P.
like Palermo.
Palermo.
Or a favorite, pizza.
Pizza. I'm going to remember that one.
Certo. Q,
Q.
like quarto.
Quarto.
Or 15.
Quindici.
Bravissima.
And so Q is like a Q.
Yes.
Okay.
R,
R.
bravissima, like Roma.
Roma.
Or radio.
Radio.
Yeah, so that's excellent. That's excellent rolling of your R. Not as easy for everyone on the first try, but just keep going.
Okay, and we'll cover this in our Italian pronunciation guide later in the episode. Elisa will give us a lot more about R's and rolling R's, including a surprising fact about native Italian speakers and their R's. But for now, just practice, practice, practice.
Esatto, practice in the shower. Poi S,
S.
like Savona.
Savona.
Or our favorite, spritz.
Spritz. Oh, and we get to use an S and a rolled R there too. Spritz.
Yes. E poi T,
T.
like Torino.
Torino.
Or tortellini.
Tortellini. Yum.
Yes, and then U,
U.
like Udine.
Udine.
Or uovo.
Uovo.
Bravissima.
U is a U for those who are keeping up in English.
Yes, bravissima. And V or vu.
Uh-oh. Okay, V or vu. You had me at V, but not at vu.
Voodoo.
Vu. Vivu.
Like Venezia.
Venezia.
Or volo.
Volo.
Bravissima. Last one. Zeta.
Zeta.
Like Zara.
Zara.
Or zio.
Zio.
Perfetto, Erin. So you got a nice long list of Italian cities, except for Zara. I couldn't find one that starts with a Z.
We all know Zara.
Yeah, and very common Italian words that start with the letter that you just practiced. Now, you might notice that we don't have quite all the letters that your typical English alphabet does.
No, I'm missing quite a few that
You're
I
missing
am very attached to in English.
Are you worried?
I am. Where are they? Do you have these in
They're
Italian?
in that corner with the Wi-Fi while you're wearing jeans. So there's a handful of letters that we call le lettere straniere.
The foreign letters. Okay.
Yes. We consider them foreign. And so there are not that many words in Italian that actually start with these letters. Most of the words that you'll find that start with these letters are actually foreign.
Okay.
So ilunga.
Ilunga. Now,
That's your J.
that's a J.
We just call it the long I.
The long I. Ilunga.
Yes.
So it's a long I, which it really is, but that would be so hard to land in Italy and hear that.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, most people would probably understand if you say J.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have to spell your last name with a J if you're an American tourist, but we
So-
don't have that many words. You say J like jeans.
Okay.
And jeans is the word that we would use in Italian with a J.
Italians do like their jeans.
Yes, I'm atypical, but yes. I don't own a pair of jeans.
No, Elisa is always dressed to the nines, but not to the jeans. So not to I lunga. So I lunga, J, and that's for jeans.
Esatto, bravissima. And then we have K.
Kappa.
That's your K.
Oi.
And
All right.
I couldn't think of anything like for the name Cursal, which is a club.
Old
club in
Cursal.
Cesenatico.
You can tell what's important to us. It's fashion and clubbing. Okay.
Wow.
Cursal.
25 years ago, maybe.
So
Cursal.
kappa. Okay. I lunga for J and K for kappa. Okay. That's like the Greek.
Yeah. And then we have W.
This looks like a W to me. Doppia V.
Yes, and the word says W. Double V, actually.
Doppia
V. We just learned that V or V is V.
Okay.
And this is doppia V. So double V.
Doppia V. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like the word Wi-Fi.
Doppia V. Okay. Is for Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Again, this is going over my head. I'm going to listen to this episode 3 times.
No, we're almost at the end of the lettere straniere. Then we have X.
X.
Mostly used in math for Italians. But in words like xylofono.
Xylofono. So this looks like an X to me, but it's X.
Yes, we say X.
Xylofono.
Xylofono.
Okay.
You'll never have to use that.
Thank goodness.
It won't be in your Airbnb.
What about like X-ray?
Raggi X.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah, that actually is probably more common than xylofono. And then finally we have Y.
Ypsilon. It's a Y,
Yes, it's a Y.
which you also might recognize from the Greek.
Yes, well, that's what it is. And we use it in pretty much yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yes, which is a foreign word and you may find spelled in different ways, but yogurt.
But it's delicious. So if you
Delizioso.
take your time to learn how to pronounce it, you'll be rewarded.
Bravissima. Okay, so this is what everyone wants to know when they start learning Italian. La pronuncia.
Pronunciation.
Italian is famous all over the world for being a language of harmonious, gentle melodies and an easily recognizable rhythm created by a high number of words that end in vowels and few words with many consonants in a row. It's a language that is spectacularly suited to singing, poetry, writing, and romance, and at the same time to arguing with neighbors, yelling at a friend across the piazza, or complaining in style when in line at the post office.
For all its beautiful harmony, Italian pronunciation can, however, seem anything but natural to a beginner. The truth is that Italian pronunciation is actually very easy because Italian is largely phonetic. This means that the written symbols correspond to the spoken sounds of the language, with only a few exceptions. There's always an exception in Italian. This says a few exceptions, but we'll have a lot, I'm sure. And once you've learned the rules of pronunciation, you can correctly pronounce any Italian word you see, even if you've never heard it before. This makes Italian a very good language for new learners, as words are usually pronounced as they are written.
That's right. To start, remember these 2 basic rules when reading Italian words. 1. Some Italian words end with an accented vowel. A, e, I, o, u. That's where the stress of the word falls. For example, in words like città, perché, più. Otherwise, for most words, you should stress the second to last syllable. In words like problema, panino.
When a consonant is doubled, you should stress the sound of that letter by elongating it slightly. And so Elisa will give us some examples for that.
Mamma, gatto, nonno.
Now, let's look into the specific pronunciation of Italian vowels, consonants, and some special consonant combinations. These rules may feel like a lot at first, but once you've spent some time practicing the pronunciation of Italian words, you will start to remember the patterns and form a sense of the proper Italian cadence and pronunciation.
Okay, so now let's start with vowels. Italian vowels are pronounced clearly and consistently, unlike English where they can have multiple pronunciations. And here's how to pronounce them.
A. So this sounds like the in the word father.
That's right. For example, in the word albergo.
which means hotel.
Perfetto.
And next we have E.
Yes, and in Italian we have two sounds for the vowel E. One is open, e.
And that's open like the in bed,
And for example, in the word bello,
which means beautiful.
the other one is closed, e.
Then it's like the A in say or day, but it's shorter,
Yes, like in penna.
which means pen.
Esatto.
I.
I.
And this sound is like the E in C.
And then like in the word Pisa.
So pizza or pizza.
Yes, bravissima. Yes.
O.
And again, we have two options. One is a closed O.
And the closed O sounds like the O in so,
Yes, or the Italian sole.
which means sun.
Perfetto. And then we have a more open O.
And in Elisa's notes in the bonus materials, it's open like the O in ought.
Yes, or the Italian word otto.
And that means 8.
Yes, corretto.
U.
U.
This is like the U in food,
Yes, or in the Italian word uso.
which means use.
Yes, corretto.
Like I use something. So, okay. So I think we have it down a little
I
bit.
would say, add a little thing. As an Italian teacher, what I try to teach my students right away, especially if their native language is English, is Italian vowels are pure.
What does that mean?
They have the sound of that vowel and it doesn't go towards another vowel. For example, you have students who are native English speakers who try to pronounce words like bello. We saw earlier the adjective bello, which means beautiful. For many English speakers, their tendency is to say bello. So
Wait.
the O is not pure, it's O.
Oh.
Yes. And same happens sometimes with E. And say they have to pronounce the word, French word, but used in English, ballet, you say A. And so they carry that idea of E into Italian. And they may say ballet.
So wait. So are you saying that my American English sounds like vocal fry when I get to Italian?
Are you saying my Italian sounds like California vocal fry? It's terrifying.
But I get your point. So the purity of the vowel sound is in following the rules and not adding our own special flavor, maybe.
It's not how you pronounce it in your language, which you may not even realize it because you're native, but your O sounds like O. And so there's OU with a little bit of vocal fry, sorry. And Italian vowels are pure instead. So the sooner you can learn to pronounce a pure Italian vowel, the better for your pronunciation.
That is really interesting. That's an important note, and I hope all of our listeners are listening. And it could be why, here's my funny story about my Italian. I just was telling Elisa before we got on here, I had this incredible compliment from somebody about my pronunciation of Italian. And previous to that, the same person I had been speaking in my very Californian English and my sort of Valley Girl accent. And the person was stunned that I was able to sound so well educated in Italian.
Because you are.
It's because my pronunciation is excellent, but my pronunciation in my native tongue, not so good.
No,
dialect.
I think it's both very good, but your Italian pronunciation definitely is great.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Purity of the vowels. Okay, so that's a great place to start.
Yes.
Great place.
Now, let's move on to consonants. Like vowels, consonants are usually pronounced with a clearer and stronger articulation compared to English. And here's a list of consonants in Italian, their pronunciation, and some examples.
B.
B.
So the same as in English. And so what's an example?
Buono.
Which means good.
Yes.
Okay, well that one's easy. That's
that
a good,
one's easy. You'll
great
find
one to
that
start.
quite a few are just the same as English.
Okay, C.
Chi. So now for this letter, we have two different options depending on what follows the C. So if the C is placed before I or E, it's pronounced as ch. like church in English. An Italian example or two would be ciao
Hello.
and cena.
Dinner.
Then if C is before other vowels, it's pronounced like a K, like in the word cat. Words like casa,
House.
costo,
Cost.
or cura.
Cure.
Yes.
D. The D in Italian is similar to English. It's just softer.
Yes.
Right?
Dolce.
Sweet.
Yes. And, many English speakers tend to have a D that's like D. D instead of D.
Wait, say that again.
D.
D.
Domani. Tomorrow.
Domani.
Yes. Yes. So
I
many of my
really
many of my students at first when they learn, they'll say domani.
Oh.
It's a d sound. And in Italian, it's more of a d.
Oh,
D.
the.
Yep.
The. Okay, so softer. I get it.
Yep.
Okay. F.
Now, this one happens to be the same as in English.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Easy.
So,
like
festa.
party.
Yes. Easy peasy.
I'll have a party because it sounds the same. I know that one. And G.
Now, here we have a couple options. G and C are very similar when it comes to pronunciation. They behave kind of the same. So if your G is placed before an I or an E, it's pronounced as the J in jam.
So like a j sound.
Some good examples in Italian would be the word gelato,
Which is ice cream.
the better version of it,
Wow. So early.
or Gino.
Gino, which is a man's name.
Yes, your cousin from Long Island.
Oh, yeah. Gino.
Yeah.
Your local pizzeria.
Yeah. And then if your G is placed before other vowels, so A, O, U, it has a hard sound and it's pronounced as the G in go.
And what are some examples?
Gatto,
Cat,
gola,
throat,
gusto.
flavor.
Sì. So
Oh.
G instead of J. Okay, so now let's look at the real meat of this part of our lesson, which is the special consonant combinations.
This is what's going to make your head explode when you look at a menu. But we're
Not as much as when you're learning English, to
yeah.
be.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Well,
yes.
we at Postcards from Italy, we've got you. Okay, so
we
let's
do.
let's kick it off.
Yes. Certain consonant combinations in Italian have specific pronunciations. Like, for example,
We have a C plus an H plus either an I or an E. And then what does that sound like?
this will be pronounced like the K in the English word cat. So, chiaro.
Clear.
Perché?
Why?
C-H-I or C-H-E is a K sound. K sound.
Now, I'm looking at perché, and that one does have an accent over the E. Can we
And
talk about that?
That's an acute accent. We're really supposed to say perché, but I would say most of Northern Italy says perché. I'm from Emilia-Romagna, and we definitely say perché. I never really corrected that. I've corrected many parts of my original pronunciation that reflected Romagnolo origins very much, like the disappearing Z or the S that becomes a sh anytime you pronounce an S word. But perché, I never did, only because a lot of people in Northern Italy just say perché all the time. Technically, you're supposed to say perché, but saying perché is absolutely accepted, even in standard Italian, and nobody is going to misunderstand you.
So, listeners, I don't know if you're tracking it. So what Elisa's saying is that even Elisa had to learn Italian.
I had to learn correct Italian pronunciation, yes.
And that's why she's perfectly suited
No.
for teaching us.
Everyone in Italy carries definite geographical indication of where they're from in their pronunciation. Every Italian knows.
Ciao, it's Erin. We're fading out on the pronunciation guide here in our free streaming episode for episode 1 so that we can get to some practice lessons. But you can find the full audio and the rest of our bonus materials on our website. Okay, now back to the show.
How about we practice all those rules with metti in pratica la pronuncia di queste parole italiane?
Practice the pronunciation of these Italian words. And this is also found in our bonus materials. It's a list of very difficult words And then
And some regular.
and some regular ones.
Because I'm not mean 100% of the time.
Not 100%. I won't even tell you what the exact percentage is. So if you have the bonus materials, you can be looking at it right now while you're listening to me butcher the Italian language.
Let's start with the first word.
Tassi?
Bravissima.
Okay.
Tassi. That's our taxi.
Tassi.
Yes. You can say taxi or tassi. Next one.
Vaglia?
Yes, brava.
Oh my gosh.
Vaglia.
Vaglia. It looked like a word that I didn't want to say on radio. Vaglia.
It's actually a bank transfer.
It's a bank transfer? Like a
Yes.
value.
Like
Vaglia.
a postal transfer, like money transfer, money
Okay.
order. Number 3.
Esercizio?
Brava, Erin. Esercizio.
Esercizio.
And that, of course, is an exercise.
Sounds so much better to say it like this.
Number 4. Numero 4.
Domenica.
Bravissima. Domenica.
Domenica.
That's Sunday. We'll learn all about these too. Numero 5. Number 5.
Primo.
Perfetto.
Primo. Did you like my big R? Primo.
Primo means first. In past generations, it was a common name for people to have.
Really?
When people had big families, it was like, oh, primo, secondo, terzo.
Are you kidding me?
You know, usually they would name all of their kids as first, second, and third, and fourth, and fifth. We all have all these as, people's names.
Really?
That's what my grandma did. She named her first daughter Prima.
Prima?
First.
Oh my goodness.
It took me 9 months to decide the name of my son.
I had 3. Yes. That would
Yeah.
have made my life so much easier.
Well, my grandma continued to Quinto, 5th, Ottavio, 8th.
No. Well, Ottavio. I guess if you get to 8, you need some backup. So Ottavio
So
makes
it was
sense.
just funny. Like, oh, I popped out another one. Ottavio.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, number 8, where are you?
I'm going to stick with primo. Primo. Yeah. Well, that's so interesting. And primo also means like it's the best. Like, oh, it's primo.
Not in Italian.
Oh, not in
Yeah,
Italian.
yeah, no,
It just
this is
means first.
Yeah, it means first.
Okay, so primo.
Numero 6, number 6.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say it looks like chiesa,
No.
but this word, it means church. It's chiesa.
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 Bravissima,
So the
chiesa.
S is like, if there were 2 S's, it would have a S sound, but like with
Yes,
one,
this
it's
is a
chiesa.
soft
Chiesa.
sound. Chiesa.
Okay.
And good for nailing the K sound.
And not
with
calling
a
it
CH.
chiesa.
Yeah. 'Cause it's very common at first when people start learning Italian.
Before we leave this episode, Elisa, what are the things that you think our listeners should go back to and listen to maybe one more time?
Definitely the pronunciation guide.
Okay, so just keep going through that one.
Yes,
Okay.
for sure. That one's really going to be your passport to pronouncing every Italian word that you don't even know correctly.
Okay.
And elevating your game by a mile when you speak to an Italian.
So even if you don't do our bonus materials, even if you don't get to episode 2 or beyond, go back to that pronunciation guide and study it.
And practice.
Then, yeah, practice.
Yes.
And then you'll be able to read signs and you'll be
Yes.
able to impress your grandma.
Yeah. Raul Bova,
Rabova. You can,
Monica Bellucci.
you
impress
can
them too.
get some great dates.
Yes.
You can impress the local pizzeria here in town. Thank you so much, Elisa. And,
Grazie a te, Erin. Grazie a tutti.
and thank you, listeners.
Arrivederci all'episodio 2. Ciao. Ciao, it's Elisa again. As you can tell, Erin and I love to talk about what travelers can expect when they visit Italy. Not just language, obviously, but with the culture, food, and so much more. In our free streaming episodes, we only scratch the surface. But in our bonus materials, you'll get access to everything, including transcripts for each episode, as well as translations, vocabulary lessons, and cultural tips from today's roundtable. Visit postcardsfromitalypodcast.com for details. Have the confidence of an Italian even in simple conversations and everyday situations. With our bonus materials, you'll get ad-free, full-length audio conversations, practice exercises with written worksheets, and bonus graphics that decode gestures, road signs, and menus.
Our premium subscribers get one additional bonus not found anywhere else. For our Italian for Travelers family, we we've created uninterrupted glossaries for each episode that include the English word or expression, followed by the Italian version, which is then repeated so that you can listen and learn, practice, and repeat. These no-fuss listen and repeat glossaries take the drama out of learning traveler's Italian. Listen in the car, on your morning walk, on planes and trains, even while doing dishes or making dinner. Each episode's glossary file features all of the mini glossaries in that lesson, so you can focus on the terms and situations that matter most to you, like food, shopping, or sightseeing. This is only for our Season 2 bonus material subscribers, so sign up today.
If you're an intermediate learner, you may also love the lessons in our Season 1 bonus materials, so check out our website. Visit postcardsfromitalypodcast.com for details. Postcards from Italy is a labor of love, connecting different cultures as we explore the dynamic nature of modern Italy through its language.
And remember to follow us on Instagram and sign up for our emails to stay updated on webinars and classes.
Thank you for listening. Non vedo l'ora di incontrarci di nuovo.